Now our date table is created. We need to create a relationship with the fact table, the fact transaction table. How to do it? Just select a date, this table, and just drag it on the same on date. Now if you can see, it has created a relationship one to many. Now relation is created. Now we will create few measures which help us for visualization. We will create a gross profit and other, like, let's do it. Let's go to the fact table or the fact transaction table. We will create our first measure. What is the procedure? We need to go to the modeling tab and click on new measures. If you click on a new column, it will add a new column, but a measures is not adding any columns. It will just create one icon here which will store the value in it. I'll show you. If we write the first, we want a total units. We have option here, units sold. We want the count of it. We'll apply a sum of it. We want a sum of from F transaction table of units sold. Click it OK. If you can see, our first measure is created, which reflecting as total unit. Now if you can see, we have created one measures. If you just drag it here, if it will show you the amount of almost 2 million. If you can use the same unit sold value, it will also give you the same amount. This is explicit measures we have created, and the previously it has implicit measures which will both give you the same value. The difference is that we can use this explicit measure in multiple formulas, multiple DAX formulas we can create. That's the reason we always create explicit measures and we will use in all the formulas, because it is a more efficient. Now we will create more measures. First we have created total unit. Now let's create one more measure. Total unit. Afterward we will create a total revenue. Now how to create a total revenue? We need use a SumX formula. I will explain you what is the difference between sum and SumX. Sum use only a one parameter. If you can see a sum formula, it will only use a one parameter, one column value. But in SumX, you can use a multiple parameters, multiple expression you can use. Sum only use one aggregate column value, but in SumX, it use row wise attributes. I'll explain how it is work. In SumX, first we need to assign a table name. We have assigned a first table name, F transaction name, and we will use to find out a total revenue. The normal formula is what are the units sold and the price of that value. Now the price is available in our product table, and we have used a relationship between product table and transaction table. So that's the reason we can use a product table here. And here, if you can see, we have a discount column also. So we need to minus that discount, which will give us a total revenue. The first, we will use a table name and we will write our expression. We will first take our first measures we have created, units sold, and we will multiply with retail price. To get the retail price, we will use a related function which will help to extract data from a different table. So we want a data from a product table. we have a retail price. We want again a multiply with discount. So for discount, we will use a 1 minus function from transaction table discount. Now we will first close the edit function. We'll close our expression. Now if we want to round by 2, so we just use the round function and apply comma and 2 and click it OK. Alright, so now our new measures has been created, total revenue. Now I will explain what is SumX and sum. Let's in Excel, I have created a dummy table product wise, like for example is have product 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It product 1 have unit sold 10 and the price is 10. So if we use a sum formula will only calculate one column. Like for example, the sum formula is work like this. It will add this value. But the SumX is work in this way. It is work in a row wise attribute. It will first row wise, it will select P1 for product 1, take first unit sold amount, multiply with price, apply for all the products, and then use sum function. So now using a SumX function, it will give me the value this 1045 because the SumX is create a temporary memory which will store the data by row wise. Whatever the data will create, it will store it, and at last it will sum all the data and give me the aggregate sum value. This is the this value you can get using a sum x formula. So if you want to apply a sum formula, then you can get value from a one particular column, and if you want to use a multiple parameters, then you need to use a sum x formula. Now let's apply a format to this. Select the total revenue and apply a currency sign, English, United States. Also for total unit is a whole number, it's fine. Now we will create one new measure of total cost of goods sold. Total cost of goods sold. Just want sum of goods sold. From a transaction table we will take value and we will apply same format, the English currency. Now we have added total cost of goods sold. Now we have found out the total revenue and total cost of goods sold. So we can easily find out the total gross profit. We will take total gross profit. What we need to do, we just need to take total revenue from a F table. To take any measures, we can use a square bracket. We have a three measures, so we will take first one is as total revenue and we will use minus sign, and for a second we will use total cost of goods sold. Click on enter. Now we'll apply the again formatting to this, English. Let's create one new measure of percent of gross profit. We'll use divide function. Same we want measures, so we'll use square bracket and we will take gross profit, comma, again square bracket, total revenue. Why we use divide function? Because if we get any errors, then it will reflect a blank. That's the reason we have used divide formula. But if we use in between, like if we use total gross profit divided by total revenue into 100, then if the value the denominator is 0, then it will show a error. But if we use a divide function, then it will show a blank if is there any error. We will create one new measure of average daily gross profit. We will write a formula as average x, because we want average of daily gross profit. That's the reason we are using average x. And we will use a date table. We will get a date from a date table using a date table, and we will use the expression as total gross profit we have taken. Now we will apply a currency sign, US, and for the gross profit we forgot, we need to change to a percentage, the 2 decimal. Gross profit we are going to reflect gross profit as a percentage, and for average daily gross profit we assign a format to the English United States. Now let's create a new function. We want an average daily revenue. We want average daily revenue. We'll apply the same logic. We will take average x function and use date table and use a measure. For measure we will select a square bracket. We will take total revenue, close the bracket. We'll apply a formatting. Just hit enter and apply formatting to the English currency. Now let's create a new measure. Now we want our average transaction revenue. Average transaction revenue. Now how to find out the revenue? We know that we can take a unit sold value, multiply with retail price and minus the discount, and we will round up by 2 value. Round up by 2. So we want average. So we will take a average x function and we will take a transaction table, the fact transaction table, in which we want an expression as, we will take first from transaction table, we will take unit sold, we multiply with price we have in product table, so we will use related function, and we will take dimension product table, from we will take retail price, multiply by discount. To get the discount we will minus by 1. From a transaction table we will take discount. Now this is our formula. We need to close related function here. Now our expression we have write down. Now we will use a round function. At last we just need to write 2. Let's hit enter. Now it throw an error. Let's check it out. Might be there are some extra column. First, alright, I have removed the extra column, extra bracket, sorry. Now it's work fine. We'll assign a currency format The format is English United States. Now we will create one more measure. We want the rolling of 12-month average transaction revenue. Now we will use, in this formula, we will use calculate function. Calculate function. We have already calculated the average transaction revenue. So we will take it first. To get the expression, we will take square bracket and we will take average transaction revenue, comma. Now we want a 12-month back, the same day transaction average revenue. So how to do that? We will take a date function, date in period, dates in period. We will take date from date table. We will use a function last date. Also, I will use a date table function in a date table field. Now we want to give a number of interval. So we want last year. So we will use -1, and interval we want the interval we will use a function year. To find out the 12-month average transaction revenue, we have used the calculate function, in which we have taken the formula measures we have created, the average transaction revenue, and we have applied a filter to find out the date. We have used date in period function. We have, for the first argument, we have taken a date from a date table, a date field, and we have, for the second argument, we have taken a last date text function to pick out the last date in the current filter context. And in the third argument, we have taken -1 because we want a date from the past 12 month, means last year, and we have taken interval as a year. So it will give us a date for the last year, and the date will be used to get the average transaction revenue measures. Now we have created all the measures. Now if I can view the financial the fact transaction table, it will reflect the small calculator button is measures, and this is the final output. These are the fields we have added, all the measures, the total revenue. And now let's go to the relationship tab. We want to hide few items which we don't want to view in report. When we create a visualization, all the fields are reflecting here. We don't want to view all the fields. That's the reason we will hide the extra fields which we don't want to be visible. For that, we will select cost of goods sold, date, discount, product ID, unit sold. And you just need to right click and select hide in report view. Now same we need to do it in date table. We can select date and month number. We also don't want to reflect day and quarter. This also help a column, short month and year, so we don't want to reflect. Now same we need to hide it from sales representative table, the ID column, and from product table we don't want to reflect retail price and supplier ID. We will hide it. So if we can see final result, we have hide, if the icon will be visible like that, this will be not visible. here in report view. And also we don't want to reflect a product ID in our report, category ID and supplier ID. So there is a one more options. We just need to go to the home tab, edit query, just select a product table, and you don't want to reflect category ID, just select it and click on remove, and just click on also supplier ID also I don't want, remove. Just click on close and apply. Now if you can see, the columns are not visible in product table, they are deleted. Now let's start to creating our first report.